Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 83 of Two Amazon Sellers and a Microphone, brought to you by Solozo. You got me and Kris today again, as always. What's up, Kris? How are you?
Good, man. How you been?
I've been good. Nice little weekend. And good news, the cargo ship in the Suez Canal made its way out. It's not blocked.
Wasn't that crazy? That was insane.
It is. It's insane. It's amazing to me. One little event like that can totally disrupt, commerce. It's fascinating. The billions of dollars a day that were being lost just from something like that. Probably not a huge effect if you're a U.S. seller. But I bet a lot of those European and UK sellers were waiting and waiting for stuff to give.
And it was all in the hands of that one little crane just getting
pulling the dirt up. It's crazy what can happen, but that's why you got to stay on your toes in this business. Whatever you're prepared for, something else is going to happen. There's going to be something's going to get stuck sideways in the canal, which is crazy. But anyway, we want to just jump on real quick. We want to just do a nice little short episode here, and we're going to talk about the number one thing to know about your Amazon PPC ACoS. And this is, I feel, so important, Kris, because this is something we talk to sellers all the time, and they're just stuck on that ACoS number. Like, I've got to get it lower, or I've got, and the number one thing that you have to know about your PPC ACoS is that a lot of times it can be somewhat of irrelevant or a misleading metric. What you really should be looking at is your TACoS, which is your total ACoS, which includes your organic sales. And I just feel like it's so important to get this point across to people, especially new sellers who are launching ad campaigns.
Yeah, for sure. And I think it gets lost in all the training. Everybody's always talking about their ACoS. I just got off a demo, and a guy said his ACoS at 10%. He's like, but I want to increase my sales. Yeah. Okay, well, we're gonna have to get that ACoS higher then, because you can't set the target ACoS at 10 and expect to have thousands of dollars in sales in a couple of weeks. Like, you're gonna have to increase that target ACoS. Just because you increase it inside Solozo doesn't necessarily mean that that's what your ACoS is going to be. It just allows a tool to continue to raise the bid. So back to looking at your ACoS goal, don't be scared to fluctuate that and move it higher, because that's how you're going to get more sales. And you need to know what your goal is. Like, if you're trying to just rank product and move up the ranking organically with your ads, then you're going to need to have a higher ACoS goal. But if you've already maintained that rank, you're just trying to get profitability, well, then that's where you can focus a little bit more on a more profitable ACoS goal. But it all starts with knowing where you want to be at as far as your goal goes, and then just putting that to work, really.
Yeah, and I think the important thing is to break down how these numbers are calculated. So the ACoS number inside of your ad campaigns that you see, that's your PPC ACoS, is your ad spend divided by the sales directly attributed to ads. So if you spend $10 and you make 10 sales, or you do $100 in sales from your ads, then you've got a 10% ACoS. And so what it's leaving out is it's leaving out all the organic sales that are most likely directly related to your advertising. The more advertising you do, the more aggressive you get, most likely, or ideally, the more highly organically you get ranked, which increases your organic sales. So when you leave that revenue out of the equation, you're getting a misleading number. That's why inside Solozo, we're calculating this total ACoS for you, where it's your total sales that is included. So you take your ad spend divided by all your sales. That's your actual ad spend per unit sold on Amazon. So that's all you need to know. And you may have a really high PPC ACoS, but if that's driving a lot of organic sales and you've got a low ACoS, then you shouldn't be scared about that high ACoS number in your campaigns. You might even want to be more aggressive. And all that you're doing, the only thing that when you set like your target ACoS inside of an automation tool like Solozo, or if you're doing it by hand and you're just going towards a goal, all that means is how much are you willing to spend per unit that you sell from ads on advertising, and if you're willing to lose money on a sale from ads, but that's boosting your organic ranking and boosting revenue, then that's a great strategy. Set your target ACoS high. Don't be scared. It's not indicative of your actual profitability across your account. It's only talking about just the sales from ads. We talk to people all the time, especially if you're in a competitive niche. They'll come in and their ACoS is 150%, 200%, and it's okay. They're actually killing it when you look at their overall account. So I really think that that's a stumbling block for people, especially people when they get started, is they want a low ACoS so bad that they get there to the detriment of how they could grow their business.
Yep. And I think that's why Amazon got rid of it in the columns. They did not look at ROAS. So, it's still, you can still pull it up, but it defaults to ROAS. So I'm with you. I like being aggressive on ads. I like trying to scale it up through advertising, go after all the keywords I want to go after, raise my bids, top of search multiplier. All that stuff's important. So knowing what your TACoS is, and what I hear 10% is pretty common to be around as far as a total ACoS goal. So if you're below 10%, you're doing really good. But you want to be around that 10% total ACoS goal.
Mm-hmm. And on that same note, if you've got good ACoS that you're excited about, but maybe you're only selling 10 units a day. Okay. Well, what if you were more aggressive with advertising? Your ACoS goes up a little bit, but now you're doing 100 sales a day. Which scenario is better? A little bit more percentage, off the bottom line and a ton more revenue. I think that was probably the way to go. So I do think this is just a quick video episode here that we're just want to hammer this point home. Know your TACoS. Use your PPC ACoS as a tool, but don't get hung up on what it is because it's a really misleading indicator. And so to help you out, we can get you set up with Sellozo. You can come on, you can talk to Kris or I, we can do a demo, we get you signed up for our free trial. During that free trial period, all your data is going to import to Sellozo. You'll be able to see right there what's your TACoS for all of your products, because there's can be hard to calculate that sometimes. If you've got a lot of SKUs you're selling and you got to separate all that revenue out, organic sales, et cetera. Our tool's doing it for you. You can look, you can change the date range. You can be like, okay, last 90 days, my total ACoS is 6%. Let's be more aggressive with advertising. It's going to be great for you. So I encourage you guys to go to Sellozo.com, book a demo with Kris R. Sign up for the 14-day free trial. We'll talk about anything you want on Amazon, but we'll also be able to just quickly look right there at your total ACoS. Oh, we got a question coming in here. Our buddy, Francois Jaffray. What's up, Francois? He's got a question. How long should you let a PPC campaign run to see an effect on conversions into calculated TACoS? A while, because especially if you're launching a product. And Kris, I'll let you get your take on this, but if you're launching a brand new product, you're not really super focused on either one of those, your ACoS or your TACoS early on. You're super concerned about trying to get your ad to show at the top of search for all your main keywords and get your organic ranking up. There's not going to be much difference between your PPC ACoS and your total ACoS in the beginning if you've launched a brand new product, because the majority of your sales are probably going to be coming from ads anyway. But what you want to watch is that trend. So you're going to watch, hopefully, your total ACoS starts decreasing over time. So just you gotta let that product get through your launch phase first and then start monitoring it. Kris, what's your take on that?
Yeah, it's all about collecting data. So you're collecting data, you're trying to figure out where you rank after keywords. If you've done the right keyword research, you're going to be able to see changes to your conversion rate, and you're going to be able to calculate your ACoS goals probably faster. But it's with running Amazon ads, it's all about collecting data and just keeping an eye on your conversion rate. And if there's something that's not converting, that's where a tool like ours or whatever tool out there is going to get rid of that for you. But I'm a big fan of, especially if your campaign is meeting your ACoS goal, then just continue to run with it. But if a campaign starts out and the ACoS is just through the roof and it's been 2-3 weeks, it might be time to restart a new one. like or 4 weeks maybe, but it might be time to start a new one. There might be something wrong with the listing. You could be indexed for the wrong keywords. There's just a lot of factors, like especially in advertising. If your listing is just terrible and you haven't done the right job of getting it optimized and putting good titles in there, you're going to confuse Amazon and you're going to just be in a big flywheel circle that you don't want to be in. So, if you've done the right listing and you've got, if you've got really good keywords you're targeting, you'll start to understand more of your tacos within a couple of weeks for sure.
And to hammer on that point that you just brought up, you really want to look at your reports and look at your conversion rate on a lot of these. I mean, if you're getting a really, really good conversion rate on a certain keyword, be more aggressive with that. Try to get your organic ranking up, because the organic search is going to have a really similar high conversion rate, which is going to really help your tacos overall. But big shout out to Francois for that question. Francois is our buddy from over there at Noviland. So if you have if you're looking to source a product, he's the guy to go to, which is great. But let's see. Yeah, he's asking again. He's got more questions. So yeah, general rule of thumb, 3 to 4 week trial at a minimum. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple other factors that go into this: the amount of budget that you have to allocate to your campaigns, the competitiveness of your niche, et cetera. But if you start to see yourself ranking organically on some of your main keywords, that's when you want to really be looking at your tacos to see what impact those organic sales are having on it, to see where you want to continue. But that's the main thing we wanted to get across today in this podcast, is just the number one thing to know about your ACoS. And to summarize, it's just a tool. That ACoS, it can be very, very misleading. So don't get hung up on it. You've got to be willing to spend money on advertising. You got to be willing to spend money to rank. Your competitors are doing it. So there's really no way to go in and just like have super, super low ACoS and tons of sales. It's just, those are kind of those unicorn products that exist out there that people talk about, but we don't see them very often. So anyway, but that's it for today with the Know Your Tacos. Sign up for Solozo, sign up for the 14-day free trial, and find out your tacos within 10 minutes of signing up for your account. You'll know your total ACoS for all your products. All right, again, to do that, Solozo.com. Start your 14-day free trial. You'll be talking to me or Kris right after the next day, usually after you click that button. Also, for everybody watching this, if you're watching this right now on YouTube, on Facebook, make sure you like the page or subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's over here. Subscribe right now to this channel so that you get notified when we go live. We go live almost every day with great tips, advice, news that's happening in the Amazon world, great guests like Francois, who just asked this question. It's a great resource for you to learn and just become part of this community and just help everybody out with knowledge. So I really encourage you to subscribe, and make sure that you also subscribe to the podcast so that when you're driving down the road to work, you can listen to us and learn more about Amazon. All right, everybody, we'll be back at this tomorrow. Have a great day. And